Hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Now today we are starting the year off, as it will probably start off anyway, with a fire of some description. We are in the Air Tractor 8802. This is the gas turbine powered version of the Air Tractor, which I kind of wish we had the piston powered one for the aerial farming, because I hate flying this on the aerial farming, but it's good for this role though. This is obviously the firefighting version, so we have the pontoons underneath that are used to obviously float on water and sort of scoop up the water if we run out. We have the piping at the back. You can probably see just above the strut that comes down to the pontoon, sticking out the back there. That is where the water will drop out when we get there. This is a horrifyingly huge aircraft for what it is, but it gets the job done. It's not too bad. Bit finicky to fly if you're not sure, but it's okay once you sort of figure out engine power and everything like that. Yes, so we are contracted on this one. I do have a few companies running, but none of them are well, firefighting companies at the moment, but hopefully soon, fingers crossed, eh? Yes, so we're contracted to save Asiago from a fire outbreak. We have a spot fire that we are going to be going to. We have a total round trip of about 19 miles. We have 839 pounds of fuel on board. That is going to be way more than enough. So yes, we're just going to get straight into it.
Attention all units. Outbreak near Asiago. Get ready, everyone.
Okay, so right, that was the sirens and the call out. We'll get in and we'll set her up and get ready. I do also apologise if the microphone's a little bit stuttering. I had to get a new headset recently, so yeah, that's what. Yeah, so hopefully it's not too bad. Right, I've just got to remember how to do this, because I was using the aerial farming, the agricultural spray one, and that is set up just a little bit differently. Than this one, but not too differently. We don't need that on. We don't need the heat on. We don't need the wipers or anything. We need to unlock the yoke. So that's free. Those are free. Just go quickly. Make sure the brakes and that are working. That's good. Okay, right.
Attention all units. Outbreak near Asiago. Get ready, everyone.
Okay, so right, that was the sirens and the call out. We'll get in and we'll set her up and get ready. I do also apologise if the microphone's a little bit stuttering. I had to get a new headset recently, so yeah, that's what. Yeah, so hopefully it's not too bad. Right, I've just got to remember how to do this, because I was using the aerial farming, the agricultural spray one, and that is set up just a little bit differently. Then this one. But not too differently. We don't need that on. We don't need the heat on. We don't need the wipers or anything. We need to unlock the yoke. Make sure that's free. Those are free. Just go quickly. Make sure the brakes and that are working. That's good. Okay, right. Fuel cutoff is open. Make sure we're going to bring it up to full. Propeller speed, bring that up to full. Gonna need it on full because this plane weighs a hell of a lot when it's when the tank's full of fire retardant or water. Tank should only ever be half filled, or otherwise this thing struggles to fly at all afterwards. Right, so that's all the electrical systems set up. Just need to quickly check the fuses, make sure they're all pushed in. Yep. Actually, it's best just come down here and we can see them a little bit better. All the fuses are in, everything is turned on. What's done? No, conditioned air is on, the blower is on low, that's fine. GPS will set up as we start the engine. Everything over here is fine, just making sure that everything's on. We don't want fresh air on if we're going to be flying over a fire. We don't want the smoke to come in. Right, engine starter set. Alright, starter is going, the props are spinning. We'll just wait for them to get up to a bit of speed and then we'll switch the ignition on. And now
you're the most skilled units for this task, so get on site and put out the fire for our strike team. We only got few minutes to work with here, maximum 30 I would say. After that, the situation could get even worse. Got it? Let's go!
okay, so just wait for the... I need to turn that audio down, that is loud. Right, so we just need to wait for the engines to spool. The engine to spool. Just going to check that the oil is warm enough. The PSI is a little high, but that's okay. Fuel level's fine. We've got 61 gallons. 4 PSI on the fuel. That will pick up as we go. 61 gallons fuel flow, 18 gallons per hour. Okay, seems about right. Cool. Right. Okay. Seeing as that's a bit low, will this? There it is. So it's either too low or too high. Well, we'll leave that for now. We're fine for now. We don't need that. So now it's taxi and head off.
Lima India Delta Alpha Traffic Jinx 21 Victor India Golf 101 Tree is taxiing to runway 08.
Right, flaps are working, off we go. I do also apologise if it stutters or anything. I am currently waiting for some ether cables and ether cable plugs so I can get a hard line for the internet running through the house. I am doing this over Wi-Fi and it does sometimes sort of stutter a little bit. It's got a lot of stuff for the signal to go through, so it might, might stutter a bit. Right, hold short here, announce takeoff. Where are we? Runway 26. Stick the parking brakes on. We'll leave the engines revved up, there's no point bringing them down.
Lima India Delta Alpha traffic jinx 21 Victor India Golf 10 1 tree taking off runway 0, a departure to the north.
Right, fuel PSI is fine, the oil PSI is still a bit high. Right, off we go. Gonna bring the flap down one notch. So we want to be on 08, so we're going to have to taxi up and turn around, which is fine. Can just fast taxi up the runway, turn around at the end and just go straight for it. Now this aircraft, you don't want to go full power at any point. I'll show you in a second, because I have flown this aircraft a few times and I've gone in for a hit on a fire and the engine has malfunctioned. I've lost almost all power and it's just completely crapped out on me and I barely managed to limp back. That was fun. I'll show you in a sec. This aircraft has a pretty good turn radius, just literally turn on a dime, you just got to keep the power up, otherwise it obviously stops like I've just did now. But you can turn it on a dime, it's pretty good. That'll be alright for now. Right, so you want to keep an eye on this, and this mostly this one. So the MP RPM gauge. So we want it to, so the numbers will change colour depending on where the needle is. Do not, for the love of God, let that go red for obvious reasons. Same here, you want to keep this either yellow or green. Sometimes this may go into red. It's not quite the end of the world. If you just bring the power back a little bit, or the propeller speed, that usually seems to fix it. This, under no circumstances must this go into the red, because that will definitely kill your engine, so just got to keep an eye on that. So we'll bring the power up, you just keep an eye on the numbers, still green, RPM's green, so the engine's now spooled up, still bringing the torque up. Engine's in the yellow, torque's in the yellow, just bring the power off a little bit because it's getting a bit too high. That's fine. We can go. So try and keep it centre line as best we can. And start pulling back. Oop. Does try and jump up a bit, so yeah, just be careful of that. Right, bring the gears up. We'll wait until we've cleared this hill until we bring the flaps up. Okay, bring the flaps up.
Of the fire front 45 north, 11 east. The ATGS is leading the operation. You'll be working with Lighthouse to coordinate your first drop. After dropping your initial load, res coupe at the water source. Check your map for where to drop and where to resupply. Jinx 21, You're our lifeline. Do what you have to. Over.
Okay, so we are now en route, still climbing so we can clear these hills. It's 5 miles away, so it's not too bad. Should be there within like a couple of minutes. Just quickly bring the notepad out. So this is our flight path. We will be hardly ever sticking to it, even in transit. We'll bring the power back a little bit, just bring the torque into the green. Be fine for now. So because we're VFR flying, which is visual flight rules, we are not we don't have to keep on a specified path. Also, we need to make sure we are clear of the clouds above us. They look high enough that they ain't going to cause a problem, but if you are doing VFR flying, this game does, it's simulation, whatever, it does penalise you for flying in clouds. So you need to keep clear of them. If you are on a set route or something and you've got the autopilot on or something and you're doing VFR and you see a cloud in front of you, you need to either go over it, under it, or around it. You cannot go through it. You will get points knocked off. Which I find pretty good, because this is a real thing you have to be considerate of in real life. If you are going visual flight rules without instruments or ATC, you need to make sure that you are as visible as possible.
Jinx 21 Lighthouse, we're your contact to coordinate the attack strategy on the active area. Guys, Max 1 drops. Your tanks are at capacity. You're green for your first drop. Jinx 21, clear to engage.
There she is. We can see the smoke coming over the ridge there. We're just going to fly around for a second and just see what's the best direction to come in from, because obviously we've got these hills sort of seem to be surrounding it, so it's probably best if we come in from this direction and hit it, because as soon as the water dumps out, we'll be light enough that we can just have enough power to sort of either turn out of the way or go up at a steep angle and have enough speed just to clear the ridge, and then we can just come back down the other side and make more power, get more speed. Okay, so we'll try and do that. I'm just going to bring the power right off for a minute. We are going to go into 1-notch flaps, because we are going to need as much lift as possible if we do decide to go over the top, and well, either way we're probably going to need as much lift anyway if we decide to turn out, so it's going to have to be pretty hard. We are going to most likely be in a turn as we come over the fire as well, so we're going to have to try and make sure we are lined up properly. Right, here we go. Keep at 110 knots, we are about there. It's okay if you go 10 knots either way, it does put leniency in for that. Come on, more power. And drop. Pull out, bit of rudder.
I'll radio in the
Power
drop
off.
status as soon as the visibility gets better. This final drop was spot on. Right on target. Grats.
There we go.
Clear below. Feels good to see this area still intact. End of the mission.
I'm always
Jinx 21.
surprised that
Good work. Fly home safe.
oh, I thank you. I am always surprised at the manoeuvrability of this aircraft. I do, when I make plans of how I'm going to fly in, I just basically act as if I'm flying a, I don't know, like a larger aircraft, like a, I don't know, Beechcraft or something like that. Something that needs a bit more time to turn. But this thing, it does,
Lima
it
India
does
Delta Alpha
fly
traffic
really
Jinx
well.
21 Victor India Golf 10 1 tree 6 miles northwest 6300 for inbound to land runway 08.
I'd say it flies really well. It flies well as long as there is no water or fertiliser or anything on board. If it has any amount of weight, it is an arse to fly. I don't know if you noticed, but as I was coming over the fire, you had the beeping, which was basically you stall in the aircraft, and as soon as the water dumped out, it was fine. Speed picked up even with the nose up, was able to pull out, put the rudder on a little bit just to add a little bit more to the turning. It's fine. So yeah, I thought this would be a nice quick mission, just to start the year off. You know, new year, everything's supposed to be better, but it's most likely going to be not. So take the anxiety out on a simulated fire. Speed down, we're going a little bit too quick. Just going to dump off the power. So I would have done a video on one of my, doing a mission with one of my companies. So I have the, what do I have at the moment? I have the flight sim company, the cargo company, which I'm currently doing light cargo with 3 Cessna 172s. The flight sim company, the Dora company, is 1 Cessna 172. You'll notice a theme here in a second. I have the VIP company, the charter company, which is a Cessna 172, and search and rescue, which sadly can't get a Cessna 172 for that, but I've heard it would be a Cessna 172, but yeah, I have nothing for that at the moment. I'll still need to buy an aircraft for it. I did put it in the wrong place, couldn't
India
afford
Delta
to
Alpha
move it.
traffic Jinx 21 Victor India Golf 10 1 tree is on final runway 08 to land.
So I just sold it and then bought 172 for the charter company instead. Hopefully after this mission I'll actually be able to buy myself a another Piper Cub. Hopefully gonna get a helicopter at some point, although making enough money to get one of them even used is yeah, it's a bit of a chore. So I was going to use a reverser on the runway, but probably not, it's no point. So we need to go down to the end anyhow. So we'll try and bring it in gently. There we go. So yeah, this version of the air tractor, it throws you off a little bit because obviously it's high up, and the first few times I was flying it, I was just doing it completely wrong, thinking I was going to be like another foot or so lower, and then the pontoon smack into the ground a bit too hard. That was actually probably the best landing I've done in this thing. That's definitely somewhat. How long's it taken us to do this all together? About 25 minutes. That's not too bad. That's pretty good. That is good. So I think I took a couple of minutes at the start. So actual flying time, 15 minutes.
Lima India Delta Alpha traffic jinx 21 Victor India Golf 101 tree is taxiing to parking.
So these are good fun missions if you just want to do something quick and get out the way, like a get out the way mission, just to get a little bit of money in, because the money isn't too bad. Just gonna ignore the fact that I have no clearance with the stuff as long as I hit that building, because the buildings do have crash models apparently. So but yeah, if you're just looking for
Everyone there is relieved, but I assured them it was just another day in the hero business.
anyway, again, so if you're just looking for a mission that you can just go through quickly, get out of the way, make a little bit of money, these firefighting ones are definitely a good one to go for. Right, so let's see how well I did. I really hope I did S, because I usually do S. Yep, 100, yeah, S for S. Oh, lovely. See how much money we made. So it's just 4,000. It's not too bad. It's okay just to get up. I'm definitely looking forward to getting this as a business and then getting the whole 34,000 and then some. So hopefully I've gone into A criteria now. There we go, that's better. So I usually tend to, at the start I was hanging around high A, mid S, but I've been doing a lot of the aviation spraying ones, and I'm not very good at that one. So yeah, kind of knocked my reputation down quite a lot. Nearly 110. Cool. Right, so that was that one. I hope you enjoyed that one, and hopefully I'm going to be doing a few more of these career missions. So yes, let me know which ones if you want to see a specific one at all. I'll probably be going through all of them anyway, you can see how shit I am. But yeah, we'll see you next time.